these tailbacks. Looking to snap, looking to run Smith, trying to get it downfield, and it is broke up and intercepted. They're going to take it down the sideline. That is going to get inside the 30 to the zone. That's Jemiah Griffin after the big stop. Gets the interception. That is huge, and that's how you build momentum to start a game.
Yeah, the senior linebacker did really well there. Great read.
Yeah, just tip drill.
Yeah.
That will bring up Auburn football, and we're going to get to see this offense led by Caitlin Brock, the quarterback. She's going to be able to lead this team. They like to run a lot of two running back systems. You're probably going to see Kalia Palmer and Soraya Booker. 4th down and inches. Romines with the snap. Caitlin Brock looking. Pass back to Romines. Gets it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. A beautiful play on the quarterback snap. She's looking to run on the rollout. Nobody sees the center in that play. She is an eligible receiver, so that looks to be a touchdown. And that's a great play by this Auburn offense. They're looking to go for 1 right here, the extra points. James, tell me a little bit about the extra points.
Yeah, it's not like in football where you kick it through. It's 1 point from the 3-yard line and then 2 points from the 10-yard line.
Brock with a snap, rolling right. She's looking to throw, pressure in her face. She's going to bounce back. She's going to cut down to the bottom of the screen, run it around, throws it up, and finds a receiver in the end zone. And that's going to be a 1 point by Ellie Black, the senior wide receiver for the Tigers. And they're going to start quick with up 7-0 after the great touchdown throw by Brock and the great 2-point conversion play. Yeah, you see right here.
That was good to escape pressure from Caitlin Brock there.
Yeah, reminds me a lot of some quarterbacks you see in the NFL. Yeah, great throwback right there. Gets the entire Wetumpka defense chasing her, thinking it's going to be an option, and that's a wide open receiver touchdown. The Brock to Romines connection. You don't see that a lot in men's football with the center is not an eligible receiver, so it's great to see the center get some stats right there and get in the end zone. It'll be 1st and 20 for Wetumpka. Looking for the snap. She's going to roll, trying to fire deep over the middle of the field, and it is almost intercepted. It's a one-hand snag for Reese Wagner over the top, trying to be like Odell Beckham Jr., but is broken up by the wide receiver.
Yeah, she almost had that there, Trip. She was maybe a foot back. She would have got that.
Oh my goodness, and a great play to break up the pass. If that pass goes over Wagner's head, that's a touchdown for Wetumpka right there. So great heads-up awareness by the safety, able to drop back and make a play. 41-yard line, they just have to get it to 50 for the 1st down. Wildcat formation by Hunt. She's going to take it to the outside. She's going to get to the bottom. It's about the 45, still going, gets to the 50. That'll move the chains over. 1st and 10. Tiger up here, another motion over. They're going to run the same play they were going to run. Looking, a double reverse flea flicker. Brock's taking it down the field. It is going to be caught behind the defense. She's going to take it all the way to the 10, to the touchdown. That's going to be Reese Kelly on the deep ball connection. 4th down, that's 3rd down. It doesn't matter. Touchdown for Auburn.
Let's
look at this replay. Whoop, whoop, flea flicker, and look at Kelly wide open. The defenders bid on the fake, and she takes it all the way to the house.
Yeah, the Wetumpka defenders got a little bit lost there. Confused by the trickeration.
And great blocking up front. They were ready if anyone tried to blitz Brock right there. Able just to, get a little bit of trickeration. Look at this view right here. You're going to see how long this ball was in the air for, and it was a beauty, perfect spiral. Maybe Coach Etheridge might be looking for a new QB1 next year, quarterback. Pressure potentially coming right here from number 11, Zoe McCullough. And Lee dancing around, cuts back. Little side back step, and she's going to get to the 30, going to get past almost to the 40, and runs over a defender.
That's right there.
In the shotgun, looking, fakes the handoff, looking to throw out to Lee. Lee's going to take it and is going to be looking to cut back up. She's going to try and get a great block there by Moore. And going to go. She's going to keep going. She's still running, and she's going to have no woman to touch her. Another touchdown. And there it is. Catherine Lee takes the pitch on the fake fullback dive, pitching it out, and is able to take it all the way to the house, about 40 yards, and gets another touchdown on the board for Auburn right here. But watch this replay. She's able to cut back inside. There's 4 defenders around her, but is able to find the crease, run right through them, keep the ball out, and great job avoiding the flag guarding penalty right there, not using her hands to push away defenders, using her legs, using her hips, and getting to the end zone for a touchdown. That was magic.
Great run from Lee. She went right between two defenders a couple times. Yeah, I'm not sure how she got out of that.
Because she's magic, James. That's exactly what you have to see when you see magical players like that for Auburn. Yeah, and great job by our camera crew. The amount of angles we have on this and the beautiful camera work to get this score, because she's lightning quick right here. So look to see some kind of run play, potentially a speed option right here. Actually, she's going to throw it deep. Palmer applies pressure. It is going to be intercepted right there, and not much of a return, but a great interception at the center position. Brock looking to snap. She's looking to throw, and she's going to fire right back. It's going to be a lateral play, and that is going to get it to about the 40. That's number 3, Kalia Palmer, in the shotgun. By herself, looking, rolling around, pressure coming, and she's going to try and take off and scramble, but throw it down to Romines. Romines up the middle, is able to get into past the 30 for a first down. Motion over. They're going to look on the speed option. She's looking. She's going to take off. Brock trying to do it herself. One man to beat, is able to sneak into the end zone with the tightrope walk for a touchdown. Alyssa Kate, A.K. Jackson. And watch this play right here. She's going to take it to the right side, beats Lexi Smith on the outside, quarterback beat quarterback, and is able just to tightrope walk into the end zone, looking like she should be on a trapeze for the circus right there, keeping her balance.
There's 2 or 3 Wetumpka defenders, but great footwork to keep it in bounds while also beating the Wetumpka defenders.
Yeah, and I mean, Zoe McCullough was at her heels on that play. Watch this. She's trying to chase her down, but you can't teach that kind of speed, and she's able to use it to get into the end zone for a touchdown. Needs it. Brock taking the snap. She's going to look to roll it right here. Instead, it's going to take off. Does she have enough room to throw? She's going to try and fire it deep to the middle of the field. That is caught and pulled immediately. That's going to be Reese Kelly. Again, moving the chains, putting them in goal to go right there. Ball down at about the 24-yard, maybe about the 27.
Wetumpka kind of applying a little bit of pressure, but wasn't enough for Caitlin Brock to run right outside, complete the pass to Reese Kelly.
Yeah, almost had Romines under the center on the catch right there. Yeah, she gets her flag pulled about the 29-yard line, but it will be first and about 19 to go to the end zone. It's goal to go right here with this zone. You know, Charlissa gives right there on that pressure. Brock looking to throw it down the left deep side of the field. She's got Hunt down there, and that's going to be a touchdown. Head tap touchdown, mossing the defender right there, and gets in another score and extends this lead to right now it's a about 4-score game. Caitlin Brock has been looking for them, and Wetumpka has not had an answer for it in the short yardage. Look, the snap. They're looking for an option read right here. She's going to keep it herself, but pitch it to Palmer, who's going to get it into the end zone. Touchdown. Her flag did fall off, but it was already after she had scored, and that is going to extend the lead as we draw to the end of the third quarter. Auburn is going to lead 39-0 here against the Wetumpka Indians.
And that is the end of tonight's ball game. Your score, your Auburn High.
And so that is going to do it right here for us. The mercy rule will apply, and Auburn picks up a massive win over Wetumpka. Let's see the game-clinching touchdown.
Also, good just last drive by Caitlin and Kalia connecting for the late touchdown to seal the deal.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of Auburn's offense. We've seen them do everything. They've scored on the run. They've scored on the pass. They've scored basically every time they've touched the football. And that's what you want to see from Auburn, using this to get confidence and put a big win on the board for a potential successful season as the season is continuing to go underway.
Yeah, it's definitely a good win for them, especially after last week. Unfortunate loss, but they bounced back, and they were the one with the mercy rule this time.